a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Before we dive in, just imagine this. Nobody expected it to end like this. One minute, they were smiling for cameras, holding hands at events, laughing on her talk show like everything was picture perfect. The next minute, reports started flying that Jennifer Hudson had enough and showed Common the door, not just emotionally, physically, out of her home, out of her safe space, out of her life. And what really shocked people wasn't just the breakup, it was how fast it happened. Sources claim things went from "we're building a future" to "pack your things" almost overnight. People close to them say voices were raised, tears were shed, and Common, yes, the same smooth-talking, calm, poetic man, allegedly broke down when he realized Jennifer wasn't changing her mind. But here's the twist, this didn't come out of nowhere. When you look closer, the signs were always there. The history, the patterns, the hesitation in Jennifer's eyes whenever marriage came up, the way she guarded her peace like it was gold. So what really happened inside that house? Let's talk about it.
And so I have to ask you this question, because everybody always want to know this. Are you dating anyone?
So, yes, and I'm in a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented. Wait, what about you though? How is your love life?
I'm dating as well, and I am very happy. Are you happy in your relationship?
Yes. This relationship is a happy place for me. It's like...
I love that you use the word happy place.
No, but seriously, it's like, for me, it's one of them things where I found where I can, seeing her happy actually makes me really happy. So I'm very grateful. I thank God each and every day, and I'm just letting God guide this relationship.
God is in it, right?
God is in it.
That's right.
Jennifer Hudson has never been just another celebrity chasing love in Hollywood. She's a survivor, a woman who built her life from pain, loss, and unbelievable strength. The world first fell in love with her on American Idol. Even though she didn't win, everyone knew she was different. That voice, it carried heartbreak and hope at the same time. Then came Dreamgirls, and suddenly Jennifer wasn't just a singer, she was an Academy Award-winning actress. But behind the spotlight, her life hasn't been easy. She endured unimaginable tragedy when her mother, brother, and nephew were taken from her in 2008. That kind of loss changes you. It makes you protective. It makes you careful about who you allow into your world. Then there was her long relationship with David Otunga. They were engaged for years. They had a son together. From the outside, it looked stable. But when things ended, allegations of emotional and physical abuse surfaced. Custody battles followed. Stress, pain, headlines.
Work he's doing on himself will help him fulfill a lifelong dream.
And you write a lot about you want to be a husband one day. You have a rather famous relationship coach.
Oh yeah, yes, Michelle Obama. She has definitely helped talk me through just certain moments of relationships. We had conversation, and she has given me a lot of wisdom. But one great thing that she told me as I was going through this journey was that you have to understand you're not going to get anybody that's perfect because you're not perfect. So understand that there's some certain things that you will compromise in choosing that partner. But as long as the core values, the values that are most important to you, that person, marks off on that list, and you good.
She gave some good advice there.
That's good wisdom.
Jennifer learned the hard way that love isn't just about chemistry. It's about safety, trust, peace. So when Common came into her life, people were curious. Common, born Lonnie Rashid Lynn, isn't new to high-profile love stories. He dated Erykah Badu, he was linked with Serena Williams, and he had a serious relationship with Angela Rye, and later he dated Tiffany Haddish. Each relationship started strong. Each one ended with some version of, "We wanted different things." Different things. That phrase followed him like a shadow.
When Jennifer and Common started working together on the film Breathe, sparks were rumored almost immediately. At first, they denied it, said they were just friends. But the way he looked at her, the way she smiled when his name came up, it wasn't just friendship. Eventually, they confirmed it publicly. They looked happy, calm, mature, and for a while, it felt right. But here's where things begin to shift. Sources say that once the cameras were off and real life kicked in, cracks began to show. Jennifer is a homebody. She values privacy. She protects her son fiercely. Her home is her sanctuary. Common, on the other hand, thrives on movement, events, networking, creative energy, deep conversations about love and spirituality. He's a romantic, but sometimes romance and reality don't match. What nobody expected was how quickly tension built up behind closed doors. At first, it was small disagreements, scheduling conflicts, different ideas about commitment. Jennifer reportedly made it clear that she wasn't rushing into marriage again. She had already given 9 years of her life to a relationship that ended painfully. Common, according to insiders, wanted reassurance. He wanted forward movement. Engagement talks reportedly came up more than once. But here's the twist. Jennifer didn't just hesitate, she pulled back. Friends say she started noticing patterns, the same charm he had used in past relationships, the poetic promises, the emotional speeches about growth. She had heard similar stories from women before her, and that's when the tension reached a breaking point. One night, and this is where things reportedly exploded, an argument started over something small, but it wasn't really about that small thing. It was about everything underneath: commitment, trust, future plans. Jennifer allegedly told him she needed space, that she wasn't sure this was forever, and for a man who prides himself on being emotionally aware, that hit deep. Voices got louder. Tears flowed. And then Jennifer made a decision that shocked even people close to her. She told him to leave. Not, "Let's take a break." Not, "Maybe we should slow down." Leave. Pack up. Go. Sources claim Common didn't see it coming. He reportedly tried to talk her out of it, promised growth, promised understanding, promised that he wasn't the same man from his past relationships. But Jennifer had already made up her mind. And here's the part that stunned people. Common allegedly broke down. The same man who walked away from relationships before, the same man who said different things so many times. This time, he wasn't the one ending it. He was the one being asked to go. And that changes everything. Neighbors reportedly noticed he wasn't around anymore. Events were attended solo. Social media interactions slowed down. That glowing energy they once had, gone. Jennifer went quiet, focused on work, focused on her show, focused on her son. Common, however, was said to be deeply disappointed. Some say he felt blindsided. Others say he underestimated how serious Jennifer was about protecting her peace. Because that's the key here: peace. Jennifer has built a life where chaos is not welcome. After losing her family, after surviving a painful engagement, after rebuilding her career multiple times, she doesn't gamble with her heart anymore. And when she felt uncertainty creeping in, she acted. People online are divided. Some say she overreacted, that relationships require compromise. Others say she finally chose herself. And if we're being honest, this feels bigger than just one argument. This feels like a woman recognizing early warning signs and refusing to repeat history. Because sometimes, love isn't about how sweet someone talks, it's about how safe you feel when the world is quiet. The emotional impact of this situation goes beyond just two celebrities splitting up. For Jennifer, this was about control over her own story. In the past, things happened to her: tragedy, betrayal, public heartbreak. This time, she made the choice. That's powerful.
But it doesn't mean it didn't hurt. Ending something that once felt promising is painful, especially when you hoped it would work, especially when you saw glimpses of happiness. For Common, this could be a moment of reflection. Being the one left behind feels different. It forces you to sit with questions. Did I miss the signs? Did I push too hard? Did I take her strength for granted? And for fans, it's another reminder that chemistry doesn't guarantee compatibility. Jennifer's son is reportedly her #1 priority. Protecting his emotional stability matters more than romance headlines. And if she sensed instability, even slightly, she wasn't risking it. Career-wise, both will likely continue thriving. They're talented, established, respected. But emotionally, this one leaves a mark, because it wasn't messy cheating scandals or explosive public fights. It was a quiet, firm boundary, and sometimes those hurt the most. At the end of the day, this story isn't just about Jennifer Hudson kicking Common out of her house. It's about growth. It's about karma, maybe. It's about timing. Common spent years walking away when things didn't align with his vision. This time, someone walked away from him. Jennifer spent years giving chances, waiting, hoping things would improve. This time, she didn't wait. She chose clarity over confusion. She chose stability over uncertainty. And whether they reconcile or not, one thing is clear: the tables turned.
Love in Hollywood is always dramatic, always layered, always under a microscope. But behind the headlines are real people with real fears and real scars. Jennifer Hudson has fought too hard for her peace to let anyone disturb it. And Common? Maybe this is the wake-up call he never expected. But what do you think? Was Jennifer right to draw that line? Or did she let something special slip away? One thing's for sure, this story isn't just about a breakup. It's about a woman who finally decided that protecting her heart was more important than protecting a relationship. And that kind of decision, that changes everything.